Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Juan Solo here with A Squad Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for some Division Heartland. So yesterday we got a massive intel drop about all things Division Heartland during the Division Day live stream. There was a ton of stuff to talk about with the future of the Division franchise with Year 5 content, but the main thing we're going to be talking about in today's video is all of the details surrounding the Division Heartland, which is the upcoming free-to-play extraction looter shooter set in the Division universe. It may be the same genre as games like Escape from Tarkov and Call of Duty's DMZ mode, but it is definitely going to feel entirely different and more in line with the survival mode from the original Division. So for those of you that are fans of the Division franchise, especially the survival mode that was in the original, tighten your seatbelts because we're going to be going on a ride through the Division Heartland. And with that being said, real quick before we jump into it, if you guys go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would be super appreciated. Also, for those of you that may be new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you do not miss any of my future uploads. We're going to be continuing to cover all the information surrounding the Division Heartland because I'm extremely excited about this game, as well as keeping you guys all up to date on everything surrounding the Ghost Recon franchise as well. But currently, over 60% of you guys that are currently watching the channel are not subscribed, so if you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest information surrounding the Division Heartland, as well as the Ghost Recon franchise, make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. So now moving on into all of the details that we got yesterday during the Division Day live stream about the Division Heartland. First off, the Division Heartland, for those of you guys that do not know, is going to be a free-to-play PvEVP focused survival action shooter set in a rural town America of Silver Creek. So we're not going to be going back to the big cities of Washington, D.C. and New York. And because of that, it's definitely going to feel a little bit different than your normal Division game, but it's still going to have that tactical survival feel of the Dark Zone that we all know and love. But unlike the Dark Zone, Silver Creek's contamination area has a mind of its own and will move and expand throughout the map, so you need to stay on your toes while you are exploring the map. So one of the first cool mechanics that they touched on in the live stream yesterday was the dynamic day-night cycle that's going to be in the game. This will have massive effects on the game world as you are playing in it, with more focus on survival and going up against insanely tough enemies after nightfall. You definitely need to pick your battles wisely because if you die in the Division Heartland, you're going to be losing all of the loot that's on your character, and it will be even harder to survive after the sun sets. But if you're brave and tactical enough, this is where you're going to be finding the best loot in the game itself. Taking down incredibly tough enemies and looting the toxic zone after nightfall will be an exhilarating experience, and you will definitely be able to reap the rewards as long as you can survive. So also, as you start to progress through the Division Heartland, you will gain access to one of 3 separate classes that you can use on your character. This is similar to how the Division 2 worked with the specializations, and with each class there will be a main piece of equipment along with a skill that you're going to be able to use throughout your sessions, including an assault turret on the weapons expert class and a recon drone on the survivalist class. There's also a medic class, but we really didn't get any intel on how that class is unique compared to the others. I will definitely say that these classes are far from balanced compared to each other, but if you are playing in a group, you're definitely going to want to have players rocking at least one of each of these classes while you're playing, because the weapons expert skill allows you to mark enemies by damaging them with your weapon. It was unclear that if this would work around walls, but it would only make sense based on the description of this skill. Also, with the survivalist class, you're able to detect loot through walls, so while you're exploring, you're definitely going to want to have a member of your squad with a survivalist class, making it so that you guys can locate all of that juicy loot. Moving on, there will be a full crafting system similar to the other Division games when it comes to crafting gear and weapons. As you're traversing the world in the Division Heartland, you're going to be coming across these crafting materials, but that is not the only way to get them. Similar to other Division games, salvaging items will also gain these crafting materials that you can then use to craft equipment, resources, as well as consumables that you can use on your deployments. You're also going to make sure that you have plenty of gas filters if you decide to go into any of the toxic zones that are slowly spreading around the map. These filters are craftable, but they also deteriorate quite quickly when you are in those toxic zones, and if your mask happens to run out, you can get sick from being exposed to the contamination. There's also a brand new mechanic in the Division Heartland with dehydration, so as you are exploring Silver Creek, you're going to need to keep an eye on your hydration, because though you cannot die from being dehydrated, you can get several debuffs that will lower your stamina, movement speed, as well as your basic ability to traverse the map. You will be able to find water bottles and other things that will be able to quench your thirst, but you need to make sure that they are not contaminated items, or you will get sick and require other medical treatment that will not be easy to come by. So to kind of piggyback off of that, it would not be a Division game without a base of operations. So in the Division Heartland, the Rocket Rink, which is an abandoned skating rink, will be your main base of operations where you will conduct all of the things between deployments, including missions, crafting, customizing your character, socializing with other people, because this is a social hub within the Division Heartland as well. You're also going to be able to store all of that juicy loot that you extract with in your personal armory, and then in turn pack your go bag for your next operation. No matter what you do in the Division Heartland, each session starts and ends at the base of operations. So overall, the Division Heartland definitely seems to be a very interesting take on the extraction looter shooter that I know fans of the Division franchise are really going to enjoy checking out. But the one thing that I did want to mention here at the end of the video was that we did not get a release date during the live stream yesterday, and the devs specifically did say at the end of the stream that they are heading towards their testing phase where they're going to be getting even more feedback from the community. I know there have been a number of closed tests that people have been a part of, so maybe these next tests will be streamable, maybe we'll be able to make content on them, but only time will tell. But based off of them saying that they're moving into their testing phase where they're going to be getting even more community feedback, I don't see this game releasing anytime this year. I think a spring 2024 release is probably in the ballpark, especially because I feel like X Defiant will be releasing later this year, and I don't think Ubisoft wants their games competing against each other, but that's just my personal opinion. But with that being said, that's where we're going to wrap up today's video. Let me know your thoughts on all of this down below in the comments. Are you excited about the Division Heartland? Do you think you're going to be playing it once it releases? Me personally, I'm a huge fan of the third-person shooter genre along with extraction shooters, so this is one that I'm definitely going to be checking out whenever it releases. But like I said, that is all for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, you are excited about Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland, make sure to drop a like on the video and also subscribe if you are new to stay up to date on all content surrounding the Division Heartland as well as the Ghost Recon franchise here on the channel moving forward. But that is all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.